Listen, let me tell you about a man called Chief Adeleke. Rich man, very rich, the kind of man who drives a Range Rover and in Lagos traffic and expects other cars to disappear. 3-story building in Lekki, 2 other properties in Ikoyi, owns a construction company. Money was not his problem. His problem was that he believed money meant he could do anything to anyone, especially to women. But by the time I finish this story, you will see how this same Chief Adeleke, who thought he was untouchable, ended up with nothing, absolutely nothing. And the person who destroyed him, a quiet doctor who decided that sometimes the law is too slow and justice needs a helping hand. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me start from the beginning. Chief Adeleke married his first wife, Folake, when he was 28 years old. Big wedding at Oriental Hotel, Owambe that shook Lagos. Folake was 22, fresh graduate, beautiful girl from a good family. Her parents were so happy. Their daughter was marrying a successful man. What could go wrong? Everything went wrong. The first time Chief Adeleke hit Folake was 3 months after the wedding. She had gone to visit her mother without telling him first. When she came back that evening, smiling, carrying a bag of her mother's cooking, he was waiting by the door. The slap landed before she even stepped inside fully. Her mother's food scattered on the floor. Jollof rice, chicken, plantain, everything. Where did you go? Who gave you permission to leave this house? Folake was shocked. But I went to see my mother. I told you yesterday I was going. Another slap, harder this time. When you are married, you don't make decisions. I make decisions. Do you understand? That was just the beginning. Over the next 5 years, Folake's life became a nightmare. Chief Adeleke would beat her for anything. If food was too salty, if she laughed too loud at a party, if she wore a dress he didn't approve of, if she breathed wrong. Her family saw the signs, the long-sleeve clothes in Lagos heat, the dark sunglasses indoors, the way she flinched when he raised his voice. But Chief Adeleke was powerful. He had connections. Police knew him. Politicians knew him. Who would believe a woman over a chief? Folake tried to leave twice. First time, her own father brought her back. Marriage is not easy. You have to endure. Work on your submission. Second time, Chief Adeleke found her at her friend's house and dragged her home. That night, he beat her so badly she couldn't walk for a week. Then Folake got pregnant. For a moment, everyone thought things would change. They were wrong. One night, 7 months pregnant, Folake burned the stew. Not badly, just a little bit at the bottom of the pot. She quickly scraped it out, hoping he wouldn't notice. He noticed. What is this nonsense? You want to poison me? Chief, I'm sorry, I was feeling dizzy and the punch caught her in the stomach. She doubled over, gasping. He didn't stop. Kick after kick, while she begged, while she screamed, while she tried to protect her belly. The neighbors heard, they always heard, but no one came. Folake went into premature labor that night. The baby, a girl, lived for 3 hours, just 3 hours. After the baby died, something in Folake died too. She became a shell. Walking, talking, but not really living. The light in her eyes was gone. 2 months later, Folake went to sleep one night and never woke up. Just like that. The doctor at the hospital said heart failure, but everybody knew. Everybody knew she had given up. Her body just decided it was tired of suffering. Chief Adeleke cried at the funeral. Big, loud tears, designer black suits, dark sunglasses, handkerchief dabbing his eyes. Oscar-worthy performance. She was my everything, he told people. My world. Some people who didn't know the truth felt sorry for him. But Folaki's mother, she stood at that graveside and stared at him with eyes full of hatred. She knew. But what could she do? She was just a woman. He was Chief Adeleke. You'd think after killing his wife, let's call it what it was, Chief Adeleke would feel remorse, maybe change, maybe reflect. No. 6 months later, he was already looking for wife number 2. This time he went to Ibadan, found a girl named Amaka, 24 years old, final year student at University of Ibadan. Quiet girl, shy, respectful. Her family was poor. When Chief Adeleke showed up with his Range Rover and briefcase full of money, Amaka's father nearly fainted from joy. My daughter has suffered enough, the man said. Now she will be the wife of a rich man. God has answered our prayers. If only he knew he was sending his daughter to hell. The wedding was even bigger than the first one. Amaka moved into the Lekki mansion, and for the first month, everything seemed perfect. Chief Adeleke bought her clothes, jewelry, took her to expensive restaurants. She thought she was the luckiest woman alive. Then the beating started. It was the same pattern, small things at first, a slap here, a push there, then it escalated, punches, kicks. One time he hit her with his belt buckle so hard, it left a scar on her back that would never fade. Amaka tried to be the perfect wife. She walked on eggshells. She cooked his favorite meals. She never argued. She agreed with everything. But nothing was enough. Chief Adeleke didn't beat her because she did something wrong. He beat her because he enjoyed it, because he could, because making women suffer gave him a sense of power. One Saturday morning, Chief Adeleke came home drunk. It was 3 a.m. Amaka was sleeping. He barged into the bedroom, dragged her out of bed by her hair. "Why are you sleeping? You think this is a hotel?" "Chief, it's 3 in the morning." He threw her against the wall. Her head hit the edge of the bedside table. She crumpled to the floor, dazed, bleeding. He wasn't done. He kicked her in the ribs, in the back, in the legs, over and over. By the time he passed out drunk on the bed, Amaka couldn't move. She lay there on the floor, bleeding, bones broken, praying for morning. The housemaid found her at 6 a.m. and screamed. She called the driver. Together they rushed Amaka to Legon Hospital. The diagnosis was devastating. Broken ribs, fractured spine, internal bleeding. The doctor saved her life, but the damage to her spine was severe. She may never walk again, the doctor told Chief Adeleke when he finally showed up at the hospital 3 days later, sober and putting on a concerned husband act. Amaka spent 2 months in the hospital. When she was discharged, she was in a wheelchair, 25 years old and paralyzed from the waist down. Chief Adeleke brought her home, hired a nurse, and continued his life as if nothing happened. Amaka became a prisoner in her own home, trapped in a wheelchair, trapped with a monster. But someone was watching. Someone who would change everything. Dr. Yinka Badmus. Call her Dr. Yinka. Dr. Yinka was the neurologist who treated Amaka at Legon Hospital. 34 years old, single, brilliant doctor who had returned to Nigeria after years of practice in the UK. She had seen abuse cases before, but something about Amaka's case haunted her. It wasn't just the injuries. It was the way Amaka flinched when her husband entered the room, the way she apologized constantly for nothing, the fear in her eyes, the resigned sadness of someone who had accepted that this was her life now. Dr. Yinka did some research. She talked to nurses, to other doctors, to people who knew Chief Adeleke. She heard about Folake, about the first wife who died of heart failure, about the pattern of abuse, about the baby who was born too early and didn't survive. And Dr. Yinka made a decision. She was on a 6-month sabbatical anyway, meant to be for research and rest. But she had a better use for it. She was going to destroy Chief Adeleke completely, systematically, and he would never see it coming. First, she needed to get close to him. Dr. Yinka began showing up at events where she knew he would be. Charity galas, business conferences, society parties. She transformed herself. Designer clothes, makeup, hair done perfectly. She looked like the kind of woman Chief Adeleke would notice. Sophisticated, beautiful, educated, but not too strong, not threatening. At a business dinner at Echo Hotel, she accidentally bumped into him. "Oh, I'm so sorry." She smiled, steadying herself against his arm. Chief Adeleke looked at her, tall, beautiful, smelling of expensive perfume, and his chest swelled. "No problem at all. Are you here alone?" "Yes, I'm a doctor, here for a medical conference." "A doctor? Beautiful and intelligent. That's a rare combination." Hook, line, sinker. They talked all evening. Dr. Yinka laughed at his jokes. She touched his arm when she spoke. She looked impressed by his stories about his construction company. She played the part perfectly. By the end of the night, Chief Adeleke had her number. The courtship was strategic. Dr. Yinka took her time. She would answer his calls, but not always immediately. She would agree to date, but sometimes cancel at the last minute. She kept him wanting more. "I need to be careful," she told him after their third date. "I come from a conservative family. My father would want to know your intentions are serious." Chief Adeleke liked that. A woman with family values, traditional, not like these Lagos girls who threw themselves at men. "Your father wants to meet me. I'm ready. I'm a serious man." Dr. Yinka smiled. "Let me prepare them first." What Chief Adeleke didn't know was that Dr. Yinka's family was hired, professional actors, every single one. She rented a beautiful house in Ikoyi for a week, hired a man to play her father, distinguished-looking retired professor, a woman to play her mother, elegant, well-spoken, even hired a younger man to play her brother, overseas businessman supposedly visiting. The family meeting was perfect. Professor Badmore spoke about values, about family name, about wanting the best for his daughter. Chief Adeleke was impressed. These were serious people, educated people, people at his level. Chief Adeleke, the fake father, said, "My daughter has told me about you. I have done my research. You are a successful businessman, but I need to know, what are your intentions with my daughter?" "Sir, I want to marry her. I'm a widower. My late wife died almost 2 years ago. I've been lonely, but your daughter, she's special." "And your current wife?" the fake mother asked sweetly. "I heard you have a wife in a wheelchair." Chief Adeleke's face hardened for a moment, then smoothened. "That marriage is complicated. She's ill. I take care of her, but there's no love there. It was arranged by our families." Lies. All lies. But Dr. Yinka's fake family nodded sympathetically. "In our culture," the fake father said, "we believe in helping those who are suffering. If you marry our daughter, you must first make proper arrangements for your current wife. Divorce her respectfully. Make sure she is taken care of." Of course, Chief Adeleke agreed quickly. Anything to get this beautiful, classy doctor. Dr. Yinka's plan moved to phase 2. She convinced Chief Adeleke to move Amaka to a specialized care facility, actually a private home Dr. Yinka had arranged, with real nurses and security. Somewhere safe, somewhere he couldn't hurt her anymore. It's better for her, she told him. She needs round-the-clock medical care. You can visit whenever you want, but you'll be more comfortable there. Chief Adeleke readily agreed. He was happy to have Amaka out of his house anyway. Out of sight, out of mind. The divorce was quick. He threw money at it, gave Amaka a small settlement, nothing compared to his wealth. But she was too broken to fight. She was just happy to be away from him. Then, Dr. Yinka and Chief Adeleke got married. Quiet wedding. Registry wedding. He wanted to keep it low-key. After all, some people might talk about him marrying again so soon after divorcing a disabled wife. Dr. Yinka moved into the Lekki mansion, and that's when the real game began. First, she studied everything. His business, his accounts, his properties, his connections. Chief Adeleke, blinded by lust and pride, gave her access to everything. He even made her a signatory on some accounts. You're my wife now. What is mine is yours. Fool. Within 2 months, Dr. Yinka had mapped out his entire financial empire. She knew about the offshore accounts, the properties in fake names, the tax evasion, the bribes to government officials, the illegal construction contracts, everything. She started small. Business deals that mysteriously fell through, contracts that got lost, permits that got delayed. Nothing she could trace back to her, just bad luck it seemed. Then she escalated. She anonymously reported his tax evasion to FIRS, Federal Revenue Inland Service, with detailed documentation she'd copied from his files. They came down on him like a hammer. Billions in back taxes, penalties, his accounts frozen. She tipped off ECCC about the money laundering. They started investigating his company. She reached out to his business partners anonymously, exposing deals where he cheated them. They started pulling out, suing them. She contacted labor unions about how he treated his workers. Unpaid wages, unsafe conditions, strikes started, projects halted. Every week brought a new catastrophe for Chief Adeleke. He couldn't understand it. His business empire was crumbling. Money was disappearing. Partners were abandoning him. Government agencies were investigating him. And through it all, Dr. Yinka was the perfect wife. Supportive, concerned, always there with a comforting word and a suggestion. Maybe you should sell the Ikoyi property to settle the FIRS debts, she would suggest gently. Perhaps liquidate some of the offshore accounts to pay the workers. Why not settle with those partners suing you? Cut your losses. Every suggestion made his situation worse, but he was too stressed and desperate to see the pattern. He followed her advice again and again, bleeding money, selling assets, destroying his own empire. 6 months into their marriage, Chief Adeleke was broke. Not just broke, drowning in debt. The Lekki mansion was foreclosed, the Range Rover repossessed, the company bankrupt. He had nothing. That's when Dr. Yinka filed for divorce. I'm sorry, she told him, her voice cold now, no more warmth. This isn't working. I didn't sign up to be married to a broke man. But you said you loved me. Your family approved of me because of my character, not my money. Your family? Chief, my family were actors. I hired them, every single one. My father is dead, has been for 10 years. I don't have a brother. That whole meeting, staged. His face went white. What? What are you talking about? Let me make this clear for you since you are slow. My name is Dr. Yinka Badmos. I was the neurologist who treated Amaka when you beat her into a wheelchair. I am also the doctor who saw Folake's autopsy report and knew that she didn't just die of heart failure. She died because you destroyed her. You killed her as surely as if you pulled a trigger. Chief Adeleke stumbled backward. You planned this? Everything? Everything. Every single thing. You thought you were so smart, so untouchable, but you were just a stupid, violent man who thought money could protect you forever. You can't do this. I'll report you. You what? Report me to who? The same police you used to bribe? They are investigating you now. The same politicians you paid off? They've abandoned you. You are a man with no money, no connections, no power. You're nobody. She watched the realization sink into his eyes. The horror, the helplessness, the same feelings Folake must have felt. The same feelings Amaka must have felt. Everything you built, Dr. Yinka continued, I destroyed. Your money, gone. Your business, destroyed. Your reputation, ruined. Your properties, sold or seized. You're left with nothing. Absolutely nothing. But why? Why would you do this to me? Her eyes turned cold. Colder than he had ever seen. Because Folake deserved justice. Because Amaka deserved justice. Because every woman you've hurt, terrorized, beaten, destroyed, they deserve someone to fight for them. The law didn't protect them. Society didn't protect them. So I decided to become their justice. That's when Chief Adeleke snapped. Years of beating women had made him believe he was strong, that he was powerful, that physical force was the answer to everything. His hand shot out and grabbed Dr. Yinka by the throat. You witch! You destroyed my life. I'll kill you like I should have. He didn't finish that sentence. Dr. Yinka's hand came up fast, faster than he expected, and struck her wrist at a precise pressure point. His grip loosened involuntarily. Before he could react, she twisted his arm, used his own momentum against him, and sent him stumbling backward. Chief Adeleke was shocked. This woman just fought back? He charged at her again, blind with rage. This time, Dr. Yinka was ready. She sidestepped, and as he lunged past her, she used a move she learnt in self-defense classes in London, swept his legs out from under him. Gam! Chief Adeleke hit the floor hard. The same floor where he once stood over Folake. The same floor where he dragged Amaka by her hair. He tried to get up, but Dr. Yinka's foot came down on his chest. Not hard enough to hurt, but firm enough to pain him. Stay down, she said, her voice calm, deadly calm. Chief Adeleke looked up at her, panting, confused. For the first time in his life, a woman wasn't cowering from him. A woman wasn't begging. A woman was standing over him, and he was the one on the ground. Now, let me make this very clear. She pulled out her phone with her free hand. I've just sent recordings of this conversation, including you admitting you are about to kill me, to 5 different people. A lawyer, a journalist, Folake's mother, the police, and EFCC. If anything happens to me, they'll know exactly who did it. And this time, Chief, your money can't save you. She leaned down, her face close to his. Because you don't have any. Chief Adeleke stood there, broken, financially destroyed, socially ruined, legally trapped. The mighty chief brought down by a woman he thought he could control. Dr. Yinka finally lifted her foot off his chest and stepped back. He scrambled away from her, his expensive shirt dirty, his pride shattered, fear in his eyes for the first time. She walked to the door, then paused. Oh, and Chief, remember all that money you thought disappeared?
the offshore accounts, the business investments that went bad. Most of it didn't disappear. I redirected it. Amaka has been receiving anonymous deposits every month. Enough for world-class medical care, physiotherapy, a comfortable home, everything she needs. The woman you destroyed is living better than you ever will again. His mouth fell open. You stole from me? Stole? Huh, no, Chief. I collected debt. You owed Folake her life. You owed Amaka her ability to walk. I simply made sure you paid. Every naira you lost, consider it compensation for the lives you destroyed. That's illegal. You can't. And beating your wives to death isn't illegal. Or wait, it is. But you did it anyway, because you thought money would protect you. Well, now you know how it feels to be powerless, to be at someone's mercy, to have your life controlled by someone stronger than you. She opened the door. And Amaka is doing well, by the way. Real physiotherapy, real doctors, real care. The money, your money, pays for everything. She'll never have to worry about finances again. And for Folake's mother, she's been receiving monthly payments too. For the grandchild you killed, for the daughter you destroyed. Your money is finally doing some good in the world. She looked back one last time at the man on the floor. The same man who used to walk tall, who used to make women tremble, who used to believe he was untouchable. You wanted powerful wives, Chief. Women you could control and break. Well, you got one. But this time, she broke you first, and then she made sure every naira you earned off the suffering of others went back to helping them. And she walked out, leaving him in the ruins of his life. Today, if you go around Lagos asking about Chief Adeleke, some people will tell you they heard he's living in a one-room apartment in Agege, working as a laborer. Some say he left Lagos entirely, too ashamed to show his face. Others say he tried to rebuild, but nobody would work with him. His name was poison. As for Dr. Yinka, she went back to her medical practice. She still treats patients. She still saves lives. And sometimes, when she hears about women being abused, she makes quiet phone calls, gives advice, connects them with resources, helps them escape. Amaka is still in a wheelchair, but she's alive, safe, living in a beautiful apartment in Ikoyi, paid for entirely by Chief Adeleke's redirected offshore funds. She runs an online business now, sells handmade crafts. She is not just surviving, she's thriving. She has full-time care, the best physiotherapists, and most importantly, peace. She sleeps without fear. And every month, like clockwork, money appears in her account. She doesn't know exactly where it comes from, but she suspects, and she's grateful. Folake's mother also receives monthly payments. She used some of it to build a small school in her village, named after Folake, so that her daughter's name would mean something other than tragedy, so that other girls would learn to be strong, to recognize abuse, to know they deserve better. All funded by Chief Adeleke's money. The money he made while hurting people was now healing them. And Dr. Yinka, she never married again. I've had enough drama, she tells her friends who ask. But sometimes late at night, she thinks about Chief Adeleke, about how easy it was to destroy him, about how men like him only seem powerful until someone calls their bluff. She doesn't feel guilty, not even a little. Because sometimes, justice doesn't come from a courtroom. Sometimes it comes from a doctor on sabbatical who decides that enough is enough. So remember this story. Remember that bullies always think they're untouchable. right until they are not. Remember that sometimes the quietest person in the room is the most dangerous. And remember that if you spend your life destroying others, don't be surprised when someone decides to return the favor. Chief Adeleke thought he was a lion. Turned out he was just a mouse in expensive clothes. And when the cat came for him, he had nowhere to hide.
If this story spoke to you, share it. If you know someone in an abusive situation, don't stay silent. And if you're an abuser reading this and thinking this would never happen to me, remember, Chief Adeleke thought the same thing. Justice might be slow, but it's very, very thorough. If you enjoyed this story and want to see more, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Like this video if the story touched you. Share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And comment below with your thoughts. Your support means everything and helps us continue creating these powerful stories. Now, here's your chance to win amazing rewards. I have 5 questions about today's story. Answer all 5 questions correctly in the comments and you could be one of our lucky winners. Here are your 5 questions. Question 1. What was the name of Chief Adeleke's first wife and how did she die? Question 2. What medical condition did Amaka end up with after Chief Adeleke's attack and which hospital treated her? Question 3. What profession did Dr. Yinka have and how long was her sabbatical that she used to plan her revenge? Question 4. Name at least 2 of the government agencies that Dr. Yinka reported Chief Adeleke to in order to destroy his business. Question 5. What did Folake's mother use some of the money for and what was it named after? How to enter? Answer all 5 questions in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like this video and share with at least one person. We'll announce the winners in our next video. Good luck, everyone.